In case you're like, Manon, what in the actual bloody hell is this setup? Welcome to my OBS. Hi, I stream, in case you didn't know. I'm gonna apologize for the fuckiness that is this webcam, but this really is all I can do right now. So you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna be taking you through a tour of my Spotify today, which actually is a video I've been planning on doing for the longest fucking time. And now it's happening. I'm also gonna say I apologize if my mic does some weird shit, because it just does that sometimes. I don't know how to fix it, and I won't try to fix it. Sorry. Welcome to my Spotify. This is my homepage. The last song that I listened to is my current favorite song, Stick Around by NVU, which is a Swedish band, I think. I've known their song Threat for a very long time, and I recently discovered the rest of their music, and it's really, really good. I would highly suggest it. And then, as you can see, the name on my Spotify account is Mona, because that is my nickname, courtesy of Kala. Now, I don't actually usually listen to my daily mixes because I don't really like straying from the stuff that I have created, because that shit's perfect anyways, so I don't need someone else's daily mix. And then you can see the last couple of things that I've been listening to. A lot of the 1975. I really am not lying when I'm saying that I'm currently in the 1975 phase. It's whatever, you know. I'll show you my profile, but the most exciting thing is definitely my playlists. These are my top artists this month. Shouldn't be a surprise. A whole lot of the 1975. And then these are my public playlists. As you can see, I have a black pink color theme on my playlists, and I love it so much. I really am very proud of the way that my Spotify looks visually. The rest of the homepage is just, you know, jump back in. So there is 1975. This is some music that Shay showed me the other day, I think. Good Kid and Bad Omens, and then recently played my current seasonal playlist. This is an album by Dead Poets Society that Kirsten had me listen to yesterday, to one of the songs on there. My concert prep playlist, and then Wild World, the album by Bastille. Uniquely Yours, and then my playlist. And I think that's everything on there that's like exciting. So we'll be going over into my playlist next, which again, I'm really proud of, and I can't wait to show you. I also have my liked songs, but I don't really do anything with this ever, so I'm just going to be disregarding this as a whole. As previously mentioned, this is my current seasonal playlist. Be a little more unhinged as a treat, you know, which is my current spring playlists. I have been making seasonal playlists since 2017, I think. Yeah, this is the 7th edition of my spring playlist. At the start of the new season, I'll make a new playlist, so every 3 months or so. This is everything that's in here right now. There's Break by Good Kids, and NVU, more Good Kids, Loveless, there's Glass Waves in here, some Luke Hemmings, Honey Revenge, and then a bit of Normandy and more Good Kid. And the photos for the covers are just found on Pinterest. Then the next playlist is Broadcasting Station Live Now, which is my streaming playlist, which literally is currently nothing but Good Kid. And I'm gonna keep it that way because I really like it. Then my concert prep playlist, which I do update after I've had a gig. So currently the songs in here are songs by The Main, Good Kid, and Honey Revenge, which are the next 3 concerts that I'll be going to. Depending on whether or not I already have a set list, I'll just dump the set list in here. But I think for all 3 of these artists, there's no set list just yet, so I've just dumped in either their most popular stuff or their most recent album. Then next up, we have a playlist that I've recently made, which I'm really, really proud of, and that is I Will Forever Be Stuck in the Early 2010s Old Pop Rock Tumblr Scene. It's not my fault, it's the nostalgia, which is a playlist that is not finished yet. This is a playlist with songs that make me think of like 2014 Tumblr, but it's not just 2014, because like I Like It When You Sleep, that wasn't out yet. I'm still working on this, so right now there are some Arctic Monkeys in here, there is the 1975 in here, there is The Neighborhood in here, and then Melanie Martinez and Halsey, and Panic. I forgot about that. I recently added Panic as well, but but this one's still a work in progress. And then I guess we get what we want, which is my previous winter playlist. Whole bunch of Bring Me the Horizon, Ariana Grande's in here, Good Kid as always. Oh, I Miss the Misery is my previous winter playlist, which is still my best seasonal playlist, which is why it's still so high up on the ranking of my playlists, like in which they're ordered. This is mostly like metalcore-ish kind of playlist. It's really good, but this also has bullshit like Diggy Diggy Hole and Bring Me to Life, so wonderful. And then I have 2 Good Kid Street Team playlists saved. So I have the Halloween 2023 and the Pride 2023 playlists. Then we have a playlist for Mum, which is a playlist that I made in 2021 after my mum sent me a photo of her listening to, I think it was Little Violence by Waterparks. She asked for more music, so I made her this playlist, which had the essential music from all of my favorite bands at that point in time. Next up we have Forget Me Not, which is just a compilation of all of my seasonal playlists. Next up we have Fuck You, the description of which is a wonderful quote by Emma. Shout out to you, babe, get fucked. And this just has some angry music that I listen to, but as you can see it's not very long and I don't listen to it very often, luckily, but I do like having it. And then the next 4 are the Gal Pals on Tour playlists. So there's the original Gal Pals on Tour, there's Gal Pals on Tour 2 Electric Boogaloo, Gal Pals on Tour 3 Ratteslet Edition, and Gal Pals on Tour 4 We're on a Break, which are the playlists that friends of mine and I made for our holidays together. Then we have God's I Hope I Terrify You, which is a playlist made by Emma for me on the 18th of March 2020. I can't remember if she like actually sent it to me or if she gave it to me, but it was like a CD that she decorated and then genuinely added in like a playlist, written down all the songs, and then I eventually just made like a Spotify playlist for this because I just thought it was so sweet. Then we have Growth for when you temporarily forget how far you've come. Then we have one of my 2 masterpieces in terms of playlists. This is Hey Bitch, What's Up. It has 2 songs. It has Go Hard and it has Shooting Stars. I don't touch this. This is a perfect playlist. I think there's only one other person that really understands this playlist the way I do, and that's Emma. I love this. I'm never gonna touch this. Then we have a playlist that I started recently. I don't want to be found. I just want to be free. A kind of a place about wanting to be free, which I know is extremely vague, hence why there's only 1 song in here, because I haven't really figured this out yet. I still need to work on this. Then we have If Only My Teenage Years Had Been Like This, Teenage Angst or whatever. I hadn't had the quote-unquote normal teenage experience. There were a lot of things that are like stereotypical teenager things that I never got to do, and so I made this playlist as a way of making a playlist that kind of encapsulates the feeling of doing those things. Another one of my favorites, if you don't like bubblegum K-pop, you're a coward. This is really straightforward. This has all of my favorite bubblegum K-pop songs. This is a blend of mine and Color's music. Then we have a playlist that I have saved, which is called It's Not a Phase, which has like pop punk music. Really good playlist. This is Color's film concept, which was a concept that he shared on Twitter a while ago, where he was casting artists that he listened to in kind of like a film concept, and then I replied and did my own version of that, and then I made this playlist to accompany it. This is a playlist Color made for me. Manon, for the love of God, please listen to Radiohead, which is pretty straightforward. He wanted me to listen to Radiohead, so I listened to this playlist and gave him my honest full review. And then this is another blend of Friends and I. This is my Sad Hours playlist. Cry O'Clock. Don't listen to this a lot, but it happens every once in a while. This is my Enough playlist, which is about me having enough of a person in my life who no longer is in my life, and I would like to keep it that way. This one's a cool one. This is POV, you're in a movie and shit is going down. This is like potential background songs to like a fighting scene in a movie, which I use a lot for like daydreaming and stuff. This one is a private playlist. It's called Quick. This is based off of a prompt that I used to send people on Bumble, where I would say, quick, the world is ending and you only have time to listen to 3 more songs before you inevitably die. What songs do you pick? And then I just started adding in the the songs that people gave us answers. But as you can see, I stopped doing that really quickly. And then a blend of mine and Emma's music. This is songs that bring me more happy chemicals than they should. This is the other masterpiece of a playlist that I've created. None of these songs make sense together, and that's what makes it so wonderful. I think listening to this for the first time really is an experience. You just have to start listening to it on shuffle and then experience it, and I think it's wonderful. This is songs that get drunk white gays excited, which is another playlist that I save, which is also pretty self-explanatory, but I do really like it. Then I have the Best of the WoW soundtrack, which, in case you don't know, is my favorite game. And then we're going to be skipping one, which is private, so don't bother looking for it anyway. Then we have top tier K-pop songs. Some of these are so self-explanatory, but these are all of my favorite K-pop songs. I have added to the description opinions of a 2016 to 2018 K-pop stan. I don't keep up with K-pop anymore, so these are like considered old K-pop songs at this point, but these are just my favorite ones. And I will say this is also another banger of a playlist. And then I have Vampires, which is not a long playlist because I've not really found a lot of songs that fit this playlist, but this is just a playlist dedicated to my appreciation of vampires, because in case you don't know, I have a slight obsession with vampires. I just think they're really cool. And then we have a folder called To Get These Bitches Out of Sight, which is where I dump all of my playlists that I don't necessarily need to look at constantly. The first playlist in To Get These Bitches Out of Sight is this chill playlist. I don't really listen to very often anymore, hence why it's down here. This is a playlist called Take My Hand Tour Setlist Prediction, which is the playlist that I made in a video that I uploaded about 2 years ago, which is where I predicted the Take My Hand Tour set list before the tour started, and I was way off, but it was still a fun thing to do. Then we have All Songs, which is a playlist that I started making in 2013, back when my family and I still shared the same Spotify account. This has all of my favorite music from back then until like 2018, I think, which is when we got our separate Spotify accounts. Next up, we have Manon's 18, which is the playlist that I made for my 18th birthday party. Then Manon's Spooky 19th, which was the playlist that I made for my 19th birthday party, which was also a Halloween party, so I forced everyone to dress up, which was really fun. Manon's Kinda Spooky 21st, which was my birthday playlist for my 21st birthday, where I again forced people to show up dressed up, but it wasn't like a massive party because this was still peak pandemic, so hence the Kinda Spooky. This is the start of my seasonal playlist. This was the OG, my first summer playlist, which is back when they were still just called Summer 1.0, Summer 2.0, etc. Then this is Summer 2.0. This is where I experimented with calling the playlist something else, so this is Summer 3.0, Summer 4.0, and then this is where I started naming them actual things. So this is Summer 5.0, Please My Mind, Summer 6.0, Charlie XCX Boys, Let's Ride, Summer 7.0, which is just called Spaghetti. I don't know why I called it that, but it's a thing. Then Autumn 1.0, Autumn 2.0, Autumn 3.0, Autumn 4.0, You're the Closest to Heaven That I'll Ever Be, which is Autumn 5.0, Autumn 6.0, Panic Attack, Autumn 7.0, and then Winter 1.0, Winter 2.0, Winter 3.0, Winter 4.0, and then Smells Like Chocolate, which is Winter 5.0, Spring 1.0, Spring 2.0, Spring 3.0, Spring 4.0, You Make Me Complete, which is Spring 5.0, Spring 6.0, and then I'm currently in Spring 7.0. And then the final playlists at the bottom of this folder are all of my top songs. This isn't too exciting, these are just my Spotify Wrapped playlists. I think that's a full tour of my Spotify. I really don't think there's more to share. I'm happy that you were here for this journey through my music taste. I hope you somewhat enjoyed it, found it interesting, and I will be back with hopefully slightly better quality videos very soon. Circumstances, veda, this doesn't need to be perfect, blah blah blah, you know what I mean. I'll see you soon.